All right, guys, so this video is going to be about two consistent strategies that you can use to trade the market. Two of them, they're called wedges and channels, and they're patterns that consistently pop up in the market that some traders actually only trade those specific patterns. Now, with our born to trade indicator that we have, it really helps our traders verify if it's going to be a good channel to take or a good wedge to take. So what I'm going to do is break it down here on the gold on the 15-minute. I'm just going to go over a couple quick things first of all. So with our wedges, there's an ascending wedge, descending, and with our channels, there are same thing. There's a parallel channel as well. So there's three different channels and two different wedges that we look for. And the characteristics that we want to have, the most important thing is must have three touches. And what I'm going to do is go over right now what that means, but it's important. It must have three touches for the wedge or the channel for it to be valid. So I'm going to do is actually, I went through gold right now and I put a lot of examples in here so we can show you. Now remember, we're on the 15-minute chart here, so this is for someone that wants to more scalp or day trade. But first of all, the first one that we get is right here. It's actually a descending wedge. So the characteristics of a descending wedge is basically comes up, makes a high, pulls back down, and then it starts consolidating, and you can see it's almost making like a little bit of like a slice of pizza right here in the market. So what I'm looking for is where the market comes and touches at least three different times in a specific direction. So you can see there's our first touch. Here's our second touch. We actually made a quick third touch here. So now it's already valid. We made a fourth touch right here. And you can see by the time we came through, I'm already placing my buy stop right above here. And what I like to see is when it really starts to come down and get narrow and narrower, because what's happening is it's kind of condensing down, and buyers and sellers are in a battle right now, and it's going to see who's going to win. So I put my buy stop right above it. I put my sell stop below the most recent low, which would be right here. And then I'm just going for, I always just do 2-to-1 with these, because you know sometimes you are going to get something like this where it rips up. But I won 6.5 pips right here. You can say 650 pips, whatever you call it on gold, which is not bad for just a 15-minute chart. So that's the characteristic of a wedge, where it kind of makes like a little pizza slice in the market. Now the next one that I want to show you is a channel. So basically what a channel is where the market just keeps consolidating in a specific zone. You can see how it's not getting narrower, but it's just consistently bouncing in and out of this box here. And so the line that you want to use for it, it's actually found up in the line trend line tool. You click on the drop down arrow and it's called parallel channel. Favorite this, because what you can do is, I'll actually redraw this so you can see it. You use this parallel line tool, and I'm going to take it from this first one here and I'm going to drag it across, and then you click, and once you click you can just pull up, and you can see now I can drag this box in here. And so now what I'm looking for is for most touches here. So 1, 2, 3, we're already valid, so you could actually put a buy stop right below if you wanted to. But here's 4. And now here is actually 5. So this is like extremely valid one. And then what you can do, you can place your buy stop anywhere right in this area, and you can put your sell or your stop loss right above this recent high. And then I'm going to go for 2-to-1 risk to reward here. It's going to be right here. So you can see I'm risking 5.4 pips to go for 11 pips on gold, which is not a bad trade here. This is a really valid setup because you can see it kept bouncing multiple times. Now the thing is too, I'm just going to show this. If it broke to the upside, I would have taken a buy, and I would have put my buy stop right above here. And I would have put my stop loss down below here, and I would have went for 2 to 1 going up, if that makes sense to you guys. So that's a channel, and this is one's kind of going up. This is like a ascending channel. So we're going to keep going through the market here. You want to make sure you find ones that are actually truly valid. So the next one that I found would be this one right here. Reason why is we got 1, 2. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you see it came down and bounced again. That's a touch for me. And then 3. And it did technically do it on the top 2, which I like to see if it does it on both. So you can see 1, 2, technically 3 right there. This was a fake out. And then boom, you can see we put our sell stop right here. I would probably put my stop loss maybe right above here. This is kind of a lot of pips to be risking. So we'll see if I put it right above there though, we still hit our 2 to 1. Even if I put it up here, we should still hit our 2 to 1 risk to reward that I go for. Perfect. So you can see we got 14 pips right here off this one. These are big pips too, guys, for 15-minute chart, and look at how quick we caught it. Within 2 hours, we caught 14 pips. That's not bad. So that was another ascending channel. We're going to keep moving along here. Next one that I found was right here. And so basically what this one was, 1, 2, 3. You can see it pulled up a little bit. Put my sell stop right here. I'm going to put my stop loss above this recent high. And then I'm going for 2 to 1 risk to reward, which is right here. Boom, hit it. You could even pulled it a little bit farther down if you wanted to. Could have even went 2 to 5. What I've done is you can tell I back tested this. 2 to 1 works the best with this strategy. So I'm just going to say that now. Now I wanted to show you this one because this one was a valid channel. It was ascending again right after this one. And I thought it was going to do another push to the downside. Now, depends on where you put your stop loss. You can see we hit 1, 2, 3, and then we put our sell stop right below. And our stop loss should have technically been right here. And you can see we did not even get close to a 2 to 1. So, guys, the strategy is not perfect. Look, we hit our 3.8 stop loss. But if you go back and look at it, if you have a winning trade strategy and you have a good risk to reward, we won 8 pips on this one. We won 14 pips on this one. We won 11 on there. We won. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can get access to all of our new content that's posted. Also, like this video. It's going to help us out with the YouTube algorithm, getting our content to more people. Go check out our page. There's a lot of great content on there. We're always constantly providing more value to you guys because we want to help you guys live the life of your dreams. Make sure to follow us on social media down below and check out all the links and go watch some of our other videos. Thanks guys. Happy trading.